Wepa! What up, my people on YouTube, my baby boos on all that YouTube? It's that Goya boy once again, coming at you, but this time, I just don't got the white Vans with me, you feel me? RDG Ricky here, coming at you live with another video. I told y'all earlier in the post that I was going to have a special guest with me tonight on the show. Now, without further ado, let me introduce the stunt double to The Hills Have Eyes.
My name is Wilmari. I'm his sister, for those who don't know. And today we're going to talk a little football, you know?
Ooh, football.
Ooh.
Okay, so I did a video, I want to say last week, about my predictions, not only my predictions before the divisional round, but then I also did a video on the reaction. I mean, I was clowning the Texans. I mean, it was, to me, that was the best thing that could have happened to football there, is the Texans to take that big fat ass L. I loved it. But so before we get into our main topic and what we're going to unravel today, Miss Hills Have Eyes over here, for the ones that didn't either watch the games or didn't see my previous videos, she going to break down what happened in last week's game. Kicking.
Alright, so let's start off with the Titans and Ravens. First of all, nobody expected the Ravens to lose. Nobody expected the Titans to even be in the championship round. So, let's kick it off with that game. Derrick Henry is a freaking animal.
Say it again for the ones in the back.
He's an animal.
Alright.
That man is an animal. 211 rushing yards. 182 and 195 are his stats for the last 3 games.
Hey, what?
Like, dude, big trust. Woo, woo. My man, that post-game conference, that shit was funny.
That was funny as fuck. I do dig that clowning shit. I do dig that shit.
I don't care. I'm all about it. Man, that game was something. I was riding on the Titans train. I predicted them to win. I wanted them to win. Just
probably by not that margin of victory, though, correct?
No, not
I mean,
that far.
I thought it was going to be like a one-score game.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be a lower-scoring game. Now, yeah, there was lower score, but it obviously wasn't for the Titans. They came in, they put in work.
And I'm not going to lie, coming into the playoffs, I didn't think much of the Titans' defense. Like, they've got some solid playmakers for sure and everything.
You kind of tripping there. They've been playing well all year.
They have, but I don't follow the Titans as much, and I don't know. But they recorded 4 sacks on Lamar Jackson. That's pretty good. It's pretty damn good.
Who provided the blueprint for that? What defense provided the blueprint for the Titans to be able to do what they did?
The Bills.
Hey, all right. We can't talk about it. It's over.
You lost me there for a second.
The season's over, so we can't even really talk about that. One thing I might add, though. I said it, and I sound like a broken record, but fuck it. I gotta burn this into you guys' brains. I might be the Goya boy. I might be colored, but I ain't stupid, all right? I might be Puerto Rican, but I ain't stupid. I told you the Titans have the personnel to hang with that style of offense. Any offense. They're there to win games, man. They make it happen.
Okay, let's move on to the Chiefs and Houston game. By how it started, I thought, man.
Your butthole pucker? My shit did.
The Chiefs look bad. Drop passes everywhere. But, man, did they turn it around. Coming from a 24-0, 41 unanswered points.
You can see it happening, though. You know damn well what the Chiefs were doing and how Houston was able to get to that lead in the first place. You know damn well that was something that was not sustainable throughout the game. And at some point, Houston had to do something relevant to put this game away, which they failed to do.
Well, if you think about it this way, at the first half, everything that could have gone wrong went wrong for the Chiefs. So in the second half, I was expecting something better, you know. I knew at some point they were going to turn it up. That offense is just
they're
lethal.
good. They're good. And
lethal.
and they went ahead they took the lead before half. I mean, how crazy is that?
Yep.
I mean, you put up that many points in a half.
5 touchdowns. Like Travis Kelce, man, he had a rough start to the game, but that man went off. 12 targets, 10 catches, 134 yards, 3 touchdowns. Like a lot of people called him the next Gronk. This man is an animal.
I mean, I can see the comparison, but I tell you what, he is in competition with another man like we'll talk about a little bit later, my man George Kittle.
Yep.
I mean, you want to talk about a stud. My boy is the definition of a stud.
Yeah, let's go to the Niners game.
Go to it.
Niners what, Vikings?
Yeah.
Yeah, Niners Vikings. Man, you like that. You like that defensive line. Holy smoke, 6 sacks. You know they're going to be up in your face. You know they're going to get to the quarterback. They're just lethal. Nick Bosa, man. Woo! That boy is an animal.
Them Bosa boys put in work, boy.
Yeah.
They do. They're good. And listen, I predicted that early on. Minnesota Vikings, once again, laid an egg in the playoffs. Yeah, they went ahead and beat the Saints again. For some reason, they got the Saints number. I don't know why. I mean, I respect the Saints. I respect Drew Brees. I just don't even understand their bad luck recently, the last couple years in the postseason. But just to me, the Minnesota Vikings are too unpredictable. Just for that plain, simple reason, I did not want to pick them in the playoffs to go ahead and even win one game, better yet 2, versus a much more tougher opponent. I mean, the San Francisco 49ers, they played their brand of football, and that is be aggressive, attack that quarterback, take the ball away. They're just, I mean, that defense is playing like their heads are lit on fire, and that's just the best way to put it. I mean, they got pass rushers galore. They got a bunch of first-round picks in that front 7, boy, and it shows. Straight up, it shows.
All right, and then what, Packers, Seattle? Man, that game was pretty boring to me. I was expecting Seattle to, get fired up and do something. And the past 2 weeks, they just barely got by the first round. So, I don't know. The Packers, Devontae Adams, that boy. That boy just puts in work. 11 targets, 8 receptions, 160 yards, 2 touchdowns. That man, he's your true number 1 receiver. Like, I really wish the Bills had something like that. That's really something we've lacked for years now.
My boy John Smoke Brown, he's good. He was the number 1 receiver for the Buffalo Bills this year, but it's the fact of the matter that these teams that put up big passing yard numbers, they got 2 things in common. They got a great quarterback, and they got receivers, especially one guy that can take over. Now, you can have this debate all you want about it's a myth, the number 1 receiver, that prototype. Listen, man, you can say that all you want. But when it comes down to it, you need to have that receiver that can get open in any situation. When the play breaks down, when they're one-on-ones, when they're playing that press coverage on you, when you need someone that's smart enough to find a hole in the zone, you need a guy that can do all that. So then when everything else breaks down, that guy gives you a chance to extend the drive, extend the play, score points, whatever it may be. You need that type of guy in your offense.
All right, so that's a recap of the games from last week. So let's hit it on this week's game.
Sounds good to me. Let's go. Let's go. Titans and Chiefs. So this game is going to be a 3:05 game on Sunday, CBS. As of right now, the way I'm looking at this game from the standpoint of, boy, can this game be very interesting. And by this, I mean the Titans have the formula to play against any team. That's my thing. The Kansas City Chiefs can blow you out the building no matter what defense they may be playing. They just got the quarterback. They got an insane amount of weapons. They got weapons for days. They can feed the children with all the weapons they got. I mean, that's a fact. It is a whole 100% fact. I mean, that team is loaded offensively. So it all depends. To me, what this game rides on is what the Titans do. If the Titans defense can come up with some stops, some ways to slow down, it's going to be tough. But I believe, now listen, this ain't a prediction yet. We're just talking about the game. I believe Ryan Tannehill can and will be able to make plays with his arm when his team needs it. But the key is if they can continue riding that Derrick Henry train. Derrick Henry train with that solid offensive line, as I've said many times. The problem is when you got a solid running game as they do, the problem where the opposing defense falls into, first of all, nobody want to tackle that big-ass motherfucker. You want to tackle that big-ass motherfucker? You make fun of him all you want, ponytail, whatever. The dude is a fucking beast, all right? He's hard to tackle. He's got speed for a big man. And once they get running, he gets going downhill. Obviously, he's hard to stop. But they control the clock. That style and that type of running back, he controls the game, essentially. He controls the clock. So if the Titans can keep playing that brand of football and limit the big explosion plays from the Chiefs and keep up, this will be an interesting game.
No turnovers as well. They can't turn the ball over.
Now let these folks know about the Chiefs, huh?
Man, the Chiefs. I think they need to start off hot. None of that, like, playing from behind stuff, Save that. Just come out hot. They don't have much of a run game. That's no secret. Pat Mahomes is a slinger. He'll get it done with his arm. He'll run. He's very versatile. I think the formula for the Chiefs, they just got to beat them with the deep ball. They got to make the easy completions. They got to be able to... They had a lot of drops. Last week. And they just got to get it in the end zone. 51 points.
That's crazy.
It's just, yeah,
that's a lot of points in the NFL. I mean, you're putting up 51 points against any team. I don't care. Good defense, bad defense, it don't matter. I mean, they're all professionals. They all get paid. Everybody got to eat. 51 points in a professional football game, that's a lot of points. I mean, that's a team that's got their shit together, and that's a whole fact. Let's move on. Let's talk a little bit about outside information once again with the NFC matchup. It's going to be 6:40 p.m. start.
Looking forward to this game.
Oh, yeah. At Levi Stadium on Fox. I'll let you start with this one.
We've got the Packers and Niners. Whoa. So, I'll start with the Packers. Aaron Rodgers came in there and lit that shit up. You look at him up close, and when the camera's showing him up close during a big play, he's so cool, calm, and collected, man.
True veteran.
He's the true. You want that guy in your huddle. He is a true leader. He's a true freaking, he's just going to show you what's up. If you need a big play, he's going to make it. You know how many Hail Marys he's freaking...
That guy is...
That guy will just sling it and give his guys a chance.
He's orchestrated some big plays out of that Hail Mary. Drawing the hard count, get the defense offside, do the fireman drill, and just launch it downfield. I mean, he made that very popular. I mean, he really did. I mean, unfortunately, today, the NFL, because the referees are so damn dumb, they don't allow the fucking play to continue. So that's not been as frequent as we've seen in the past. But if you let the play continue, if he can draw that defense outside and let that play continue, you best believe you know where that ball's going. Everybody knows streaks. And it's worth it. You never know what can happen. Pass interference. They can catch the ball, can go for a touch. I mean, you just never know what can happen. It's worth the risk. You're going to get 5 yards anyways. You might as well just take the chance. It's a great play.
Niners. Let's start on the offensive side of the ball. Jimmy Garoppolo.
Porn star Jimmy G.
You cannot turn the ball over, my G. You just can't.
Porn star Jimmy.
You can't. Man.
Think with your dipstick, Jimmy.
Your weapons.
Think with your dipstick.
Kittle. He was kind of low key. They ran the ball a lot last week. There wasn't much of a pass attack, but this week, I think they gotta get it done in the air. If they want to freaking win this game, George Kittle, Deebo Samuel, Emmanuel Sanders, you got weapons. Use them. Let's go.
Can we just talk about my man crush on George Kittle? That man's, listen, that man.
Talk about energy.
I mean, yeah, you want to talk about a freak. The guy is a freak. He's like a ball of energy, and he is an all-around 5'2" player in the NFL at his position. The guy does it all well. What doesn't he do well? I mean, he addresses the media well. He's comical. I mean, he's got the whole package. You know what I'm saying? Now, it sounds like, man, I'm attracted to the guy. Chill, Nick. I don't mean like that, bro. I'm attracted to his football field play. Let's go.
I want that guy on my team. I want him on my side of the ball.
I would take that guy in a heartbeat. I mean, he is big. He will make plays.
Stiff arm.
Oh yeah, I mean, his stiff arm is nasty. I mean, the guy is strong. But the Titans defense, they can.
Niners.
What did I say?
Titans.
Oh yeah, the Titans. My bad. I'm thinking ahead. But anyways, that Niners defense they're good too. You know.
Yeah, Green Bay's offensive line. You guys better come to play because they're gonna get at your neck. Keep your boy healthy.
Yeah, that's the problem, man. That Niners defense, that vaunted pass rush is just, it's absolutely insane. As we stated in our pre-cap and our recap of what happened last week, in the divisional round, it just proves, man, it shows that they have a bunch of talent on that front seven. Now, listen, the secondary does their job too, but one benefits from another. That really tough front seven, I know they make it really easy on them. But listen, like I said, you can't be all the front seven. Richard Sherman is still playing very good, man. I mean, he has kept himself fairly healthy, and he's putting to work. You know what I mean? He is putting to work. He's solid. And, I mean, look for him to make a big play in that game. So let's move on next to what we think is going to happen in each game. You know what? I'll be a gentleman for now. I normally bust her balls all the time, but you know what? I'll be a gentleman in front of all y'all today just so you guys think I'm a good guy. I'll let you go ahead and recap. Go ahead and you tell the world what you think is going to happen in each game. Give us your predictions. Give stats if you want, whatever. Give the people the knowledge you want them to know.
All right. Oh, all right. Let's start with Titans and Chiefs. I will give. Let's do stat-wise first, and then I'll give my prediction at the end. Derrick Henry, he's gonna keep it going. That man's just an animal. There's no way. Nobody's gonna stop him. I'd like to see Corey Davis, get some targets in there, have a good game for his team. He's been pretty solid this year. But other than that, Tannehill has to be mistake-free. You can't turn the ball over. You can't just be mistake-free. You can't be doing all that. The defense, get to the quarterback. You got to put some pressure on Pat Mahomes. You can't just let him sling it all day. He's just going to have a feast. The Chiefs, from there, Tyreek Hill is always a go-to. Travis Kelce, I could see him having a big game again. He's usually that go-to in the red zone. He's that big physical guy. My prediction for that game.
Let's hear it.
I'm gonna go, drumroll. All right, I'm gonna say 32-15.
I was about to put the fucking Jeopardy song on. We were waiting here forever.
Sorry, I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. But, yeah, I've been riding the Titans train, but the Chiefs, that offense is just too lethal, man. Should I do my Packers and
Yeah, go ahead.
Niners?
You do yours and then
Alright,
I'll do mine
all
afterwards.
mine. All right, Packers, Niners. Oh, that Cowboys coming to town. He's got that Aaron Rodgers mustache and the cowboy hat. He's going to come to town.
I'm coming in like Stephen A. Smith on a Monday morning after the Dallas Cowboys taking ass whooping. Is that how you talking?
How
Sorry,
about
go
them
ahead.
boys?
Yeah, how about them boys?
How about them boys?
Hey, listen, we got all season talk about them.
My man's going to come in calm, cool, collected, Devontae Adams, he's always the go-to man for my man's Aaron Rodgers. But I think the Niners are going to get it done. I think, if anything, Jimmy Garoppolo, you got to be mistake-free as well. Can't turn the ball over. Deebo Samuel, I could see him having a big game. And George Kittle. He was pretty quiet last week. But you know my man's. He's going to be fired up. He's going to want that ball. And if he gets that ball in his hands, nobody better be in his way because you're going down to the freaking turf. Niners. I'm going to say the Niners. Oh, man, this is a tough one.
Come on, Grandma, on with it.
I'm going to say it's going to be closer. I'm going to say 28-24.
Oh, interesting.
Niners.
Okay, hey, you heard it here first from the mouth of the Hills Have Eyes. Hey, my turn now. Okay, so this Titans-Chiefs game, here's how I think it's going to go down. It pains me to have to pick one or the other. I like both teams, but I'm a big believer in some momentum. The Titans already had defeated the Chiefs earlier this year. Do you remember that?
Ooh, you're going underdog, huh?
Listen, you remember that. They did it once. They were young into their run. Now they're becoming veterans in this shit. They're starting to remind me of the 9-7 Giants when they went in as wild cards, as the biggest underdogs in the whole playoffs,
seed.
as a 6th seed, as like the Titans are now. Listen, Tanner, this is for you, all right? I'm not picking it just because of you. I love my Asian boy, but it ain't just because of that. In my heart, I feel the Tennessee Titans have that recipe. They are going to go in there. They're going to... I think it's going to be a close game, but I think the Titans are going to control the clock. They're going to run with Derrick Henry. They're going to continue that. They're going to continue running the ball. The Chiefs know what's coming, but at the end of the day, Ryan Tannehill will make the plays needed. I think this game will be a borderline shootout, and I believe the Titans make one more play than the Chiefs to advance to the Super Bowl.
Well, you think it goes OT, or are you just saying late fourth quarter?
Yeah, I think it's going to come down. Somebody's going to have to drive in a 2-minute warning in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to run a 2-minute drill to either kick a field goal or a touchdown to go ahead.
So defense has to step up at the last minute.
I'm going to say it's going to be a 27-24 victory by the Tennessee Titans. That is bull market right there.
That is that bull.
That's bullshit, boy. That's how we do it here. Bullshit. Next game, the NFC matchup. I like me some bad man Aaron Rodgers. I like me some Aaron Rodgers. Porn star Jimmy G, you all right, man. I think you're a good enough quarterback right now at this stage in your career, but you're surrounded by a marvelous team. I think this is another game that could be a close one. I believe the key to this game, because listen, the Packers defense is not as good as the Niners defense, but they do have a very good pass rush. Preston Smith, Zadarius Smith. Who was the guy that ended that Seattle Seahawks drive, which I believe if they would have converted, the Seahawks go on to win that game. Preston Smith with a big sack to force a Seattle Seahawks punt. They go ahead. Aaron Rodgers then after that in the next series throws that bomb to Devontae Adams. Curtains, game over. But I think the pass rush for the Niners will make one or two more plays than the Green Bay Packers. The Niners have had the recipe all year. I've seen them do it all, man. They've come from behind. They've blown people out. They've made it happen 100%. The San Francisco 49ers win this game by a total score of... Yo, can I get my drum roll? I'm about to say, damn, can I get my drum roll?
My bad.
Like, damn.
Gotcha.
Hating ass. Anyways, so the score, yeah, drum roll. I don't fucking know.
Today, Junior.
I know, man. So this one's going to be 24-21 Niners. I think it's going to be a really close score. I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I think both defenses are going to control the game. I still think they're going to get theirs. So what I think we're going to see is going to be Titans versus Niners in Miami, in the town of the fish.
Oh man, I went against my prediction from from the beginning of the playoffs. I said Titans Niners, but you know what? I don't know. I just can't go against.
It's tough to go against the Chiefs, so I hear you on that. So everybody, this ends this video here. I appreciate your time here with us, the ones watching. If you haven't yet, please do me a favor. Subscribe.
Hit that button.
Hit that button, man. Subscribe, like, share, comment. Let me know how we did. I would like to do more of these videos with more guests. I'd like to do more videos with my sister. She's great. She's full of knowledge. Together, we can bring you guys a good show. Tell me what you guys think. I appreciate y'all time once again. See you later. Bye-bye.
Peace.